Hello everyone, Ronhaar here and welcome back to another video on this channel. Today we are here for the 2023 Esports qualification event 1 out of 2. Coming across the line to do a .11 first lap. And yeah, we're here today as you can see for the first event. I will be showing you guys the fastest time I have recorded. This is not the fastest I've ever done, unfortunately. This is a little bit of spoiler alert. This is a few tenths of my best, but I just want to show you guys how to drive this event. So the plan and the idea is to get P4. As you can see on the top left, you need to be P4 to be ahead of at least Hamilton to even finish this event. As you'll see at the end, this is also 110 AI. A bit of a risk, obviously, because 110 AI in this event is extremely tough, and I just gave it a go. Didn't take me too long to get this run recorded. This run is actually the second proper one I did. So yeah, looking pretty good at the moment. Doing a .93 split, which is very solid. Also having quite a bit of ERS left to play with. Normally I'm already out of ERS completely to 0%, but we actually have 50% left. So that's really good. Getting a bit of an oversteer moment there, and that costs us maybe a few hundreds or so. Those tiny mistakes can really, cost you the overall result. But doing the exit very nicely and across the line to do a 1-2-0 lap, which is very good. I think at this point that has been the fastest I've done so far. So that is a really good first opening lap, and then the idea is to get Alonso's DRS for the upcoming 2 straights. As you'll see here, we do get the DRS. Need to use the tiny bit of the overtake, but ideally not too much. I didn't realize my overtake button was on then, so that was also maybe a slight error. As you'll see, I'm getting kind of a bit too close, because ideally you want to overtake going in towards toe in just a few moments time. And yeah, now I've actually done it right. I've saved my ERS, just using the tiny bit of a split stream from Alonso, doing cobs very nicely, and ideally I want to be 3 and a bit turns behind, which we managed to do quite well. Very important to nail this section, Magabaz and Chapel. Doing that quite okay, and pulling to the left. And you might be thinking, why are you doing this? You're about to see. The idea is to kind of pull on towards the left as possible, and kind of just take the racing line. And as you can see, we did that absolute to perfection. As you can also see, the cars ahead are actually battling, which is not usual. Normally they are quite far ahead, but we got lucky this run. As you can see, in just a few seconds time, that was 9 tenths to Hamilton, and we actually get the DRS on lap 49, which is absolutely crucial if you want to have a very good run on 110 AI. So once again, now I do need to use my overtake button, and I'm gonna not completely drain it, but use a tiny bit to close the gap to Hamilton, which is 5 tenths. If you get too close through here, it's not really a big issue, because up towards Cops and Stowe, you can use the slipstream as much as possible. As you can see, using a bit of the overtake on the exit. Of course, we don't have much to play with, but ideally, if you want to use your eras, you have to do it there. And yeah, we are 4 tenths behind Lewis Hamilton at this moment in time, and we're just gonna do the exact same thing as we did to Alonso, trying to get a really good exit. We didn't quite manage to do so. We're actually too far behind, so this is not looking optimal. Ideally you want to overtake going into a stall, but we didn't manage to do that, so that is a bit of an L on this run. Could have maybe done that a little bit better. As you see, we're way too close now, and it is only going to lose us time. As you can see, dirty air is affecting us quite badly, and doing a 0.4 for third lap, which is not too bad. But as you'll see, we're getting really close now, and I thought, alright, let's just try and send it and see what happens. As you can see, we absolutely send it down the inside. Didn't lose too much time actually. We did that really nicely, and as you can see behind, Hamilton made a mistake with Alonso. So using my whole battery on the straight to try and close the gap to Leclerc. Um, and like I said 2 times before now, you need to overtake these guys going into a stone because it's impossible to overtake these guys going into corps. As you can see, getting a bit squirrely on the exit. Um, as you can see, the gap 2 and a bit tenths only, which is it's good, but it's maybe a bit too close. Normally you want to be 3 tenths behind, like I said 2 times now. Um, but as you can see, we're absolutely nailing these apexes, and we're getting a really strong exit. And I needed to use a bit more battery because the Ferrari engine is a bit faster than the Alpine engine, obviously. So I'm just gonna do the exact same thing what we did to Alonso. This time I do have to kind of attack him a bit more aggressive on the inside, so I couldn't quite take the racing line. Um, but we didn't lose much time, which is the most crucial part in these laps. To try and not lose time while you're overtaking the guys. As you can see, a 3.9 fourth or fifth lap I believe is now, and as you can see, we're just about entering the DRS of Sergio Perez, which once again we got a bit lucky this run, I must say. But I've done 2 runs after this, which weren't as RNG and was actually quicker. So this run we got lucky with DRS, but because we had to make so many overtakes, um, and you're about to see, we're gonna do the exact same thing to Perez as well. This is it's not ideal if you wanna be battling. You really just wanna stay behind and just finish P4 and just use the DRS from the guys ahead. But they battled so hard throughout this race that I was literally gonna be on for P2 against 110 AI, which is try it yourself. You can also try out yourself as always. You can have a go at it yourself, but doing 110 AI uh, against Perez, against Leclerc, against Hamilton, it's just extremely hard to overtake. As you can see, I have to drain my whole battery here to be able to do the exact same thing to Alonso. This time around though, as you can see, we can just about take the racing line, and that is up into P2. And yeah, in this last lap, it's all about just try and not make any mistakes and try and get the highest lap time out of it. As you can see, we do a 1.6 penultimate lap, which is very good. Normally you will be doing around 0.3, 0.4s if you want to be looking to get into the top 6 to qualify for challenges. Um, try and get close to it if you can. The pace here to be aiming for is very ideally low 29s to mid 29s to be able to get into the top 6. Um, as you can see actually, behind, the gap is 9 tenths. And as you can see here, the gap is 1.1. We actually managed to gap a Red Bull in the realistic McLaren, which is, yeah, I was feeling very positive about this run. The gap to Sainz though is 8.3 seconds, and normally, if you finish the run, it's not that big of a gap. But because Sainz had made no mistake this race, he managed to pull away slightly more than he used to do. I think behind they're gonna battle as well between Leclerc and Hamilton. Um, this last lap, I've been kinda a bit cautious with the apex speed and with the track limits because I didn't want to validate or get a warning. As you can see through here, I'm taking it pretty cautiously on the exit. Actually, no, we didn't take it cautiously there, but we just try and just do anything to just not get a warning in this final lap. As you can see, maybe getting a bit nervous in the final chicane because I didn't want to bottle it and across the line to do a 5.4 last lap, which is very good. Really happy about this run, and this is enough to get the fastest time so far. I think this is at this time when I'm recording this and when I'm doing this run, I think it's 4 days into the event. There's 10 days left. When the video will be online, it's gonna be 9 or even 8 days left. As you can see, um, we are 8.7 seconds behind Carlos Sainz, which results in a total lap time of 81 minutes, 80, yeah, 81 minutes, and then I believe it's 6 seconds, and then 1/10. So yeah, getting a score of 142,173 points, which is enough to get P1 by, I think it's nearly 1000 points. Um, what helped is my fastest lap points and my total time score. Um, yeah, I think the only points you can really gain is by just driving as fast as possible. That's just the meta. There's not really a fastest lap. You can try and get a really good fastest lap, but it's not gonna gain you as much as just trying to finish as high as possible. So I hope you guys enjoy that run. I'm gonna show you guys right now the end score in just a few moments time. Um, really happy once again about this run. It was by the time I made the tweet, if you haven't seen already, you can check it on my Twitter. I managed to do a score of 142.2k, and then after that, I did a run of 142, as you can see, 142.3k. But I didn't record it, and I thought it was me. It was gonna be a good idea to show you guys one of my runs. As you can see, I did a 5.9 on this run, not on this run, on my fastest run, which was gonna be once again enough to get P1. As you can see, AI level is on 110. The only one that did 110 AI is myself so far, but I think quite a few people, if they're up the pace, I think they're gonna try the same thing as me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys into the next one. Ciao, everyone.